Spotlight on Frazee is sponsored by these community-minded businesses and organizations. Frazee Family Foods. What a hometown grocery store should be. Friendly staff, family-owned, and a wide variety of groceries to fulfill your needs. The City of Frazee and Frazee Event Center, featuring a 5,000 square foot room, a built-in stage, and a full-service bar. Perfect for a multitude of events. Call or click to book your event.
Welcome to Spotlight on Frazee. I'm your host, Hank Ludke, and I'm down at the Frazee Fire Hall with two of the very important members of the North Country Trail Association's local chapter, Laurentian Lakes, Karen Stenberg. Hi, Karen.
Hi there. How are you doing today, Hank?
It's great. The sun's out.
Yes, it's a great spring day. We're finally going to have spring.
And Steph Hogan. Hi, Steph.
Hi, how are you this afternoon, Hank?
Oh, it can't get any better. We're it's great in Minnesota, and it's not too bad in Frazee either.
No. Sunshine and warm temps.
You got it. So, the North Country Trail Association is a nonprofit that works to build the North Country Scenic Walking Trail, right?
Correct.
And so what is your designation in this? What do you actually do with Laurentian Lakes chapter, Steph?
Well, I'm retiring secretary and glad to be retired. And so I'm helping out wherever needed at this point.
And Karen, I know you've been involved for many years, before I was involved.
Well, I think about the same time. I guess we're both considered charter members. So I've been actively involved since 2007, and I've spent a lot of time with the maintenance crew, a lot of time with the crew that actually built trail, though I maybe didn't do all the heavy work, but I was out there participating. So actually our section is from Itasca State Park all the way to the great trail town of Frazee, and we are just really excited that this Frazee was the first designated trail town in Minnesota, so it's a really neat designation. So now I mainly I adopt a section of the trail, about a 4-mile section, so I help with the mowing of that and the maintenance. So just generally involved.
And so how many miles of completed trail do we have in our chapter? Is it 68?
Right, yes, we usually say 65, and then it is a road walk just south of Highway 34 to Frazee. So that's the section that we need to really concentrate on next. It's difficult when it's private landowners versus the public land that we were able to establish the trail up north.
And on your end, Steph, do you work on the trail then too during the season?
Yes, I'm with a crew that does 4 miles of maintenance from 34 out to the river, out on just going toward Tamarack.
Okay, so Hubble Pond area.
Yes.
And, now that's getting that time of the year. I know other years we have done hikes year-round.
Yes, and primarily we're working on doing the spring hikes, the summer hikes. Mm-hmm. And we have done in the past one a week, and Karen is working on scheduling those hikes again this summer.
And so what days are you looking at then? I know you guys used to do maintenance work on Wednesdays.
That's correct. We've done hikes also on Wednesdays, and we're so delayed this year because of the trail conditions, and we know we have so many trees down too with the high winds that we experienced. So we're just delayed this year. We don't want people out there walking too soon before the treadway starts to dry out just a little bit more. But we had a great walk around Frazee today to see we could walk right on the streets where you've got the trail marked, and you did such a really good job of that.
Well, thank you for that. And but one of the reasons we're here is to talk about the annual meeting, and it's going to be basically June 4th, excuse me. And I'll let you go ahead, Derek.
Right. For the past 2 years, we've been unable to hold our annual meeting and our silent auction. We've generally had that in the winter at Maple Lawn, but because of the virus, we just haven't been able to meet as a group. But this year, we're excited to be at Hoot Owl Resort up on Hoot Owl Lake off of 113, Minnesota State 113. And it's going to start at 5 o'clock, and we certainly invite trail members and those people that are interested and friends to come out and enjoy a great time to meet the trail people and to find out more about the trail. And our speaker that night will be Jim Sinclair, and he is an awesome photographer and really concentrates on this area. So you'll really see some neat pictures of wildlife and the trail.
Okay. So now, if they want to get a hold of you about this, what do they got to do, Steph?
The contact person is Karen, and her number is 841-2857. Or you can email her at llc@northcountrytrail.org. But the really nice thing about the Hoot Owl Resort is it's a brand, these people just took it over, and it's just being opened up, and so it should be a fun evening.
Yeah, and it's not too far from the trail either.
No, so you could actually start with a hike starting at 113, the trailhead up there, and do about a 2-mile hike before the meeting begins at 5 o'clock.
Well, I know I really appreciate all the work you ladies do and getting everybody else organized to do things too. You know, it's been a major effort. As I look at about the same time period, you know, with the Heartland Trail, we look at that we've maybe have about 7 miles completed of that in the area. Well, you've done this, 65 plus.
That's amazing, but because how the National Park Service organizes their national and scenic trails, a lot of the actual work is done by volunteers, and it's a lot different going through and cutting down trees and making this treadway with hand tools rather than having big equipment come and pour the Heartland Trail. But we're just excited that all the trails can meet here. 2 state trails and a national trail. That's a pretty neat thing for a small town.
Well, thank you, ladies, for being on the program. And remember, June 4th, 5 o'clock, Hoot Owl Resort. Come and meet the people that work on the trail so that you can go out and enjoy the country, the woods, and the great things that Minnesota has to offer. And with that, we're going to see you next week on Spotlight on Frazee. But remember, pet the dog, hug the kids, kiss the wife, and wave at the neighbor. We'll see you then.